Peace, and blessings. I definitely want to welcome you all back for another great episode of the Celebrity Interviewer. I said it, and this is the show. And you know, I have the pleasure of being able to always interview some of the greatest people in the entertainment industry and people that's also making a difference in building in the community. This person beside me is one that's doing both, and she's been doing it for a long time. As you see, Mama Birds, that was she's the founder of. We're going to speak about that, but she's also been featured on NBC, The Voice. She's a award-winning singer right here in Chicago, and I was actually there tonight when she received R&B Vocalist of the Year. You know what I mean? And that was like pretty awesome. You know what I mean? I got some pictures that she ain't even seen yet. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, you know, she's also performed in one of the largest, you know what I mean, plays of all time when it comes to Broadway, in Jesus Christ Superstar. She played a great role there. Like I say, here in Chicago, everyone's very familiar with this young lady right here, and she goes by the name of SandyRedd. And I'd just like to welcome her to the show today. Peace to you, Queen, and I want to salute you to everything that you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Very nice intro. Thank you.
Oh yeah, much love. It's much respect. But like we had spoke off stage before this interview, you know, we agreed that you allow me to be able to, you know, we both want to pay respects to a young lady that's here in Chicago. That was a comedian that unfortunately she passed through the night.
Yeah,
You just heard of, and she goes by the name of Erica Watson, better known as Miss Pound Cakes. She was a beautiful lady. She was featured on Windy City Live like a lot. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I know. I think that she did some work with her. I know she worked with a lady here named Michelle Hayes, who has a casting agency as well. So shout
yep.
out to her. My condolences to all of them and to her family. You know, I just want to before we got into this interview, just pay respects because you know any we all do what we do out here. We work hard. We make sacrifices to just you know
Yep.
me not only feed our families but you know to just leave a legacy behind. You know, and just try to
Yeah,
serve our people. You know, so she was one of those people serving her purpose. She was great, and I just want to salute her and you know condolences to her family.
absolutely. Absolutely. She had to have a beautiful spirit. I don't think that I ever met her personally, but there was so many wonderful things that have been being said about her. So many people that she inspired and connected with all over social media and all over the world. So, and then she made a name for herself coming out of Chicago. Got to be a strong lady. So definitely salute to her and condolences to her and her family.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So again, I want to thank everyone that's tuned in right now, that's watching us live. You know what I mean? I'm always grateful anybody that had the time of the day. You know what I mean? To check out my show. You know what I mean? I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to bring you
Mhm.
all great reviews. And you know, again, we here live on Celebrity Review. I said the show with SandyRedd, the famous singer who
Oh,
video on The Voice did the most numbers ever. You know what I'm saying? The Voice, you know, River. You know what I'm talking about? So, where did that
yeah.
voice come from? How did you, you know, find your voice, and who influenced you to, you know, bring out that boldness and the courage to sing, you know, with the type of passion that you do?
It was definitely my mom. She was my first and foremost influence. She raised eight of us on her own, and singing was the only thing that she had that couldn't nobody else could take away. So she definitely made sure that she instilled that gift inside of all of her kids. So we grew up practicing our scales and our notes and waking up early in the morning, 6 a.m. And she had rehearsals with us, make sure we had perfect three-part harmony by the time we were 8, 9, 10 years old. And she sung with such passion and such vigor and such intensity, and with the understanding that she had a gift that could change the world. And she operated fully in that until she passed away. So she is definitely, the number one inspiration in my life, in terms of being able to sing and perform, period.
Okay, well, definitely. I definitely want to send my condolences again to your mom. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter how long it's been. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's still um, on your heart. You know, there's someone that you know still influenced by, and you know it deserves the condolences.
Hmm.
You know, so who hands on like taught you how to sing? Did you have like a singing coach growing up? Did you know anything
No,
to
my
that?
mama was my singing coach. She literally, hands on, taught us how to sing. Like, I was 24 by the time she passed away. So my entire life, I grew up under her teachings, under, her guidance and everything. And, being able to pay witness to, just the passionate way that she approached music. And so I got it all from her by the time I was grown. I've had other musical influences like from band teachers and choir directors from high school and things like that, but my mom, she was my main teacher when it came to, coming up through music.
Okay, that's great. Do you have any siblings growing up?
Yeah, it was eight of us. My mom raised eight of us on her own. So I'm the second to the youngest of the eight. And yeah, we all come from, it's definitely a musical family. I have a sister by the name of Miss Michelle, who's also actively in the music industry as well. And, we pretty much mirror each other in terms of sound and how we perform. So yeah, absolutely. We all got it.
Okay, so was it like a Jackson 8 growing up or something like that?
Man, look, my mama was like the Jackson 5 meets the Clark sisters. When I say by 5 a.m. we having Bible study, by 6 a.m. we practicing, we doing our scales and our notes and our piano lessons. And, by the time we were in fourth grade, we all played instruments actively. So we were in band and gospel choir and concert choir and all of that. She definitely kept us active in music. So that's where the love of it comes from.
Okay, that's what's up. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Now going into the your school days, you know what I mean, high school, was you
Yeah.
like always, very outgoing because you already had the confidence of being able to do something that was a gift that was helped groomed by your mom?
What's funny is that musically, I was never outgoing back in high school. I mean, we sang back then because we were made to, and everybody knew that we could. We sang for everything, but I was never at the forefront back in high school. I was always the, background singer, either singing behind my mom or singing behind my sisters, never really leading any songs. I was comfortable back there. It wasn't until I got grown and, everybody sort of separated and started living their own lives that, and I was working in the corporate world, and I realized that I was missing something, not being able to have music kind of left that hole inside of me. So it wasn't until I was in my 20s that I decided to pursue music professionally. But back in high school, I was, musically, I was in the cut.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Walk before you walk, you know what I mean? But did somebody take you by the hand, or was that you yourself was like it's time?
I felt like, it was the spirit of my mom. When I had got grown and, at the time I was, going through a divorce. I had two kids at the time who were babies and, trying to figure out my life at that point. And I knew that I wanted to sing. I knew I wanted more time for my singing, but I never could find it working in corporate and being so busy with that. And it wasn't until I got laid off of a job that I absolutely loved, but I felt like it was because I prayed for more time for my singing, and it's kind of like God gave it to me, but not in the way that I necessarily thought it was going to happen. So, when I had a hard time finding another job, it just kind of clicked for me like, but this is what you asked for. You asked for more time for the music, so focus on that. And that was back in 2009. I haven't looked back since. I haven't had a regular 9 to 5 since, and music has truly carried me through ever since then.
No, that's definitely a blessing, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So at what point was you inspired to start Mama Birds Performing Arts Youth Organization?
Mama's Birds was something that had always been on my heart because, my mom, she was such a teacher of music, not just to her kids, but to all of our friends. Like she would put on concerts and she would put on stage plays and have all of us acting with our friends. And she would write music and do all of these things, theater wise and music wise. And she eventually wanted to start a school. And I remember first buying her first, portable piano so that she could start her school. But shortly after that, she got sick and she passed away. So, Mama's Birds was something that I wanted to start in her honor. She used to call us and our friends her little bird babies. And it's a program that's truly mentorship through music. I mean, we teach the singing, the dancing, the acting, the songwriting, and all of that. But the biggest thing that people remember about my mom, aside from the music, was the unconditional love she literally showed to everybody, everybody's kids, the adults, everybody. So Mama's Birds truly mirrors the teachings and the heart that she had for others. And we do that through music.
Okay, that's beautiful. And
Thank you.
congratulations to you. You know what I mean? And is it a 501(c) or anything like that? Well,
Well, we are not officially stamped a non for profit. Um, Even though it's never made a profit, all of the funds that come into the program, we funnel right back into the kids. The kids actually even make a sort of like a salary is what we call it through music, where they, earn money for, winning different contests and being more outgoing and outspoken, but they also lose money for breaking rules. So we hold them accountable for their actions and teach them certain responsibilities and things. And then however much money they were able to hold on to through the program, we actually give it to them in an envelope at the finale showcase where they get their press kits and, all of the things that they've achieved from the pictures from their photo shoots, the music that they've written and recorded themselves throughout the program. And then they get this cash envelope that they're excited about as well from the money that they've earned. So I'm working on that to become, 501(c)(3) non for profit, but at the moment, it's not currently.
okay, that's great. I love that. How it's something for them to reach for and to be like a surprise and to be excited about to receive an envelope of money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's dope.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And you'd be surprised at how money will literally break the barriers of the kids that are otherwise a little bit more shy and reserved and really don't, you know, they're not used to doing much in front of other people. When you throw out, okay, this contest is worth $50, this contest is worth $20. Oh, all the hands fly. Everybody wants to participate. And it literally teaches them, they don't realize that it's teaching them how to break those discomfort barriers. And parents have actually thanked us for that. My child used to be in this little hole and in this little box, and now, they're so open and they're so expressive, and we try to help with those things. It's really important.
Okay, that's great. That's great news. You know what I mean? Real quick, I want to show a picture of earlier. This is in reference to Jesus Christ Superstar.
Uh-huh.
Um, can you just speak a little bit about that experience to be on such a big stage like Broadway? And was
Yeah.
that on your bucket list to do Broadway one day when you came to singing?
Um, I've always loved acting and musical theater. I never thought that I would be on Broadway with it, so it definitely came as a surprise, but I'm thankful for it. The picture that you guys are seeing is some of the cast members that shared in the experience with me. And during COVID, we were actually on the Broadway tour when we got sent home, but
Oh,
it's so amazing. It's a whole other world of theater, and I'm so appreciative for the opportunity because you not only get to do what it is you love on a daily basis, but it allowed me the opportunity to be able to travel the world, being in a different city every single week, experiencing different things, different cultures, different people, and also really seeing like the theater world as a whole nother, like it's literally a whole nother world of people who love and appreciate theater. So it was really a sight to see. Appreciating the opportunity.
it's greatness, greatness, greatness. So yeah, on this show, I like to just kind of go down the timeline, leading up to, present day. But because it's just such a hot song, I just want to take a break and just, play the song Live and Breathe again because it's just
Yeah.
really one of those songs that when you hear it, it's just one of them songs for me that, get you that tingle down your spine type of thing.
Uh,
It's certain songs that just do that, you know what I mean? When you perform Cry Me a River, it gave me that same type of feeling, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, but it's just certain songs when people, I guess, hit like a certain pitch or they
Mhm.
just align their spirit with that pitch or something. I don't know. It just do something to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I've been a long time now. But this your new track, and this again how I started the show with Crime Music. Break real quick.
When you do anything, you change no longer holding me. Through our love, souls will sing, and this is what they say to me. Can you feel it? We will live and breathe again.
I love it. I love it. So
Thank
who's
you.
I mean it's clear to see by the video, the inspiration behind the song.
Yeah.
Um, but was it something in particular, a particular case with one of these people that was a victim of, police brutality, that triggered this particular song?
Is the biggest thing that triggered it for me is the fact that, during COVID, I think even for me, the world was sat down. Everything sort of stopped. And so the police brutality that was always so present was actually able to be witnessed without distraction. And so, when you I'm not going to say when you see it, because I think we've seen it all around us for so long, but we just sort of desensitize ourselves to it. But when we got stuck at home during COVID, it allowed us to really pay attention to it. And when you really recognize those things that are happening every day, and you wake up and realize, man, this could be my family, this could be my kids, this could be anybody that I love and that I care about, that can go outside and not come back because of situations like police brutality, circumstances like the injustices that we as Black people have to go through. So, the song Live and Breathe Again was birthed from not just our experiences from today, but I wanted the song to serve as a voice of our ancestors who died during slavery. Fast forward to, those of our people who really dedicated their lives to fighting for our civil rights and fighting for justice for us. And then fast forward to even those who have died at the hands of police brutality and unjust behaviors you know, um, through just through just thinking that Black people are less than. So I wanted the song to serve as their voice to let the world know that even though we're gone, we're not forgotten, and that our fight, our legacies will continue on through the people that are fighting hard to change the perspective of how the world views and acknowledges and respects Black life. You know, and it's for my babies, it's for everybody's babies, it's for all of us. Even those who are not Black, who truly and genuinely have a heart for what it is that we go through. It's for all of us to, take accountability, to shed light on it and to talk about
Yeah, absolutely. I feel that responsibility too, you know what I mean?
it.
Especially in this day of age, you know what I mean? To have a platform and to have anyone follow you at this stage for
Yeah,
I mean 2021, you know what I'm saying? Um, and with everything that we see public that's going on, and you look in the mirror, you see your skin, and then you look on TV and you see what's going on, you look out the window and you see what's going on. It's like, how can you not help but to say something at some point or to speak up, you know what I
exactly.
mean? And I know sometimes I feel like people have the fear of messing up their platform, you know what I mean? But you remember, we only get this one life, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We need to speak up for things that matter more.
Yep.
Salute you to, continue to do things, in the community and doing things that matter. And this is actually a short video of you and a friend of mine, Brandon Cox, um, doing, a good justice, good deeds.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey everybody, it's your girl SandyRedd. That is Red with two doggone D's. I'm down here with my boy Mr. Cox, and we are here with Kicks for Joy and Family First, giving away all this doggone food. We got 50-pound boxes of food out here at 5701 Madison Street here in Chicago, and we'll be here till 2 o'clock or up until all the food is gone. So y'all make sure y'all come down here, and y'all let families know who are in need this season. hey, right. We out in this thing.
That's right. That's what we doing.
Period.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon Cox.
Yeah.
Video, you know what I mean? I've known that brother for a long time. I think I did an interview with him like 5 years ago, something like that. Actually,
Mhm.
him and his family. It was my first family interview, so YouTube. But yeah, can you speak about that, because I know that was just recently, right?
That was during the holidays. I do quite a bit of philanthropy work, a lot of which I really don't talk about. Because of course I don't do it for the for the recognition, but I have a huge heart for just people who are in need, and I wish that more people in the world would exhibit that kind of kindness, because all it takes is for you to just care about the next person in the same way that you would care about yourself or the people that you love, and things would literally change all over the world. So if I have to take out some of my time to feed the homeless, or give families who otherwise wouldn't really have a Christmas dinner or a Thanksgiving dinner, get out a few boxes of food, or contribute financially to some of the work that other people are doing with their organization, like hashtag lunch bag, or Elita Clark, who does a lot with keep just looking after the homeless in Chicago. There's just so many things that we all can do that doesn't even take up a whole lot of time. And so I'm really passionate about making sure that I do my part whenever I can to, put that energy out there. I don't like to just talk about it. I like to, walk the walk as well.
Greatness, greatness. And you do very good, what I'm saying, at everything that you do, what I mean.
Thank you.
You're definitely a great inspiration, what I mean. I love how you find a way to balance, your family, along with, the superstardom of, especially in all aspects on you during your run during The Voice. Excuse me. How was it that you were able to, other than, I know that, you have a strong faith, so you
Yeah.
but in terms of that, maybe perhaps how did your son help you to deal with that, all that the start, what I mean, while you were still being mom?
My sons keep me very, very grounded. If it was, it's very easy for things to be able to go to your head. But at the end of the day, when all of the lights and the cameras and everything are gone, reality of it is I'm still a mother. I still live in Chicago. I'm not, in front of cameras and down in LA 24/7. And, so they keep me grounded and always remind me, just by them being there, of the reason why I do what it is that I do. And my vow has always been to make sure that no matter what kind of success that I experience, that it never takes away from their lives, that they're able to live normal, full, healthy, productive lives where, they can still play basketball, they can still travel. I can't even count, both my sons are in traveling basketball teams. I can't count how many games that I'm at. I'm always the loudest ones in the stands. Even if I got to fly out the next morning to do my thing, I make sure I pay extra money for that ticket to fly back and make sure that I'm there for them. So I always make sure that I remember exactly what it is that I do it for. And, just them being around helps me with that.
Awesome. That's awesome right there. So, it's nothing like, having a strong family and, sons that, you know, that understanding that, was it hard for them at any point? Because I know, you've been grinding and doing your thing for a minute, you know what I mean, before you had,
Yeah.
um, you got to the voice stage. But, was it something that your sons, like, did you all ever had that battle or anything like that? Because, them growing up want to do their thing, and then they see you still trying to do your thing, was it ever like, mine, why don't you stay home or something like that? Why you gotta go sing or why you gotta go perform? Did you ever experience anything like that? They always just support.
No, they've always been supportive, because they've always been able to see that my career has never taken away from them.
Right.
It's never been a situation where, I'm the majority of my time is spent on the road where I can't be there for them. And what I mean by that is that not even just me being there with my presence, but I'll give you an example. My anytime I go out of town, I just had to go out of town to record my one of my songs that I'm coming out with, and my son had a social studies test where he had to wake up at 7:30 in the morning to take the test virtually because they're doing virtual school. And I still, the time zone that I was in required for me to wake up at 5:30 in order to meet him at his time at 7:30. I got my butt up out of bed, called him, made sure he was up, and we were both up making sure that that social studies test was taken care of. So even if my physical presence is not felt, my presence is always going to be felt. I'm always going to make sure that no matter where I'm at, that I'm a mother first to my babies. So that's just an example of what I've always done and what I'm willing to do to make sure that they know that no matter what, I'm there for them.
Okay, okay, that's a good thing.
Yeah. So that's why it's so easy for them to be in the spirit of man, mom, go do your thing. Man, mom, go, go chase your dreams. We with you and we behind you. So yeah.
Okay, absolutely. So, I know that you was been featured on a lot of media, platforms. You've been on radio WGCI 92.3.
Yeah.
Come to TV shows. I've seen you in Sister Circle. I've seen you on the Jam. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I've seen you all over the place. You know what I mean? How's that whole experience been for you to just be able to finally have that platform to where you get to tell your truth and speak, everything about your experience and just be able to give people advice.
Yeah, it's been amazing, because you work so hard, for years and years, and some people think that you just came out of nowhere, but at the end of the day, they don't know about the 10, 12 years that you put behind it, grinding. So when you finally get the opportunity to be seen on these platforms and to be heard, my prayer is that I never take that for granted because there's power in a platform. I said this on another interview that I did that, people, when you have a platform and people listen to you, you have the power to change somebody's mind about things. You have the power to change the world through your platform. So we have to make sure that we're not taking that power for granted. So I'm just thankful that God has given me some semblance of sense to be able to use my platform for the right reasons, because my goal is to change the world one stage at a time, one interview at a time, one platform at a time. So I'm grateful.
Okay, okay, that's a good news. Good news. I know that you also, was the winner of the Mountain Dew Challenge, where you featured to where you would be able to do a track or something like that with Twister, and you had the runner up with another one of my friends, Antoinette Houston, who I did interview with a long time ago. So can you talk about that experience and what that was like to win the Mountain Dew Challenge WTCI?
Yeah,
That was hot. That was big.
it was dope. I actually got, I've looked up to Twister, forever. We grew up to him. He's been a long time in this game. So, there's so much respect that he has and that he's owed. So to be able to perform in front of him, and them determined out of all of the performers from how they narrowed down the contest that I was the winner, that felt really good. And that happened prior to the voice. So those stepping stones that led to that point, that was just definitely one of the most memorable that I've had, because to be recognized by Chicago, you know what I'm saying, it's different to be recognized everywhere else, but when you recognized at home, it hits so different, because this is where everybody knows your name.
In that order.
Yeah, so it felt good, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to salute you too for getting the key to the city in the city
Ooh.
that I grew up in.
Come on, Matson.
I'm like, right, you know what I'm saying? So I would have definitely been at work that day, but that was definitely a big thing in history of the South suburbs, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
narrow Matson, like nothing like that has ever happened in Matson that big. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You got the key to the city. You know what I'm talking about, and
Yeah,
everybody showed up and showed out. That was super
they did.
awesome. I'm trying to find a picture while I'm talking. Yeah, talk about that
It
experience.
was so dope because, the mayor, she was just very gracious enough to even think about me in that way. I've lived in Matson for, I want to say, over 10 years, pretty much the whole of, me even starting my music career. And I've done my program in this area with Mama Bird, so I'm familiar with a lot of the parents in the community. A lot of people don't know that I've been a head volleyball coach for a couple of the high schools and middle schools for the last 10 years. So I was already known in those veins in the community, and a lot of the different work that I've also done as well, including singing at all the different clubs and different spots and community events all everywhere. So when everybody saw me making this huge noise on The Voice, it just sort of came back full circle, you know, that I've always supported my community, and they just returned the love, and I'm just so thankful and appreciative of it, because they really didn't have to do that, and they showed up and showed out.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
Such an honor.
It was great. That was big.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
definitely want to take a moment always and shout out Urban Grand TV, who is
Yeah,
helping us. You know what I mean? Stream this live. You know what I mean? If you're watching
like
from their program on Facebook, you know what I mean? Make sure you like their page. Make sure you go and visit urbangrandtv.com. If you need any of their services, you can call 1-888-380-1913. And so I just always want to thank my friends over there at Urban Grand. Appreciate your support all day. Much love, Walla.
Yeah, Urban Grind is a great platform. I've interviewed with them several times. They are always well put together, very nice, always treated me with the love and respect. So, hey, shouts out to Urban Grind. Love them.
Yeah, absolutely. This was one of your, it might have been your first time. Was this your first time?
That was not my first time at Urban Grind. I think I had been there several times prior to that. But yeah, that was definitely one of the times.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're dope.
Yeah, and I see this
There
you,
we go.
Wally. Was this the year that you won the award, or was that the year you were
Actually,
nominated?
no. This was the year that I was presenting. I didn't win that year. I was nominated, but I didn't win that year. I think it was the year after that that I won.
Right, you were nominated for Entertainer of the Year, R&B Entertainer
Correct.
of the Year, which is huge. You know what I'm saying? And you
Hmm.
definitely get that coming up soon.
Thank you. Hey, come on, Jesus. I receive it.
So I know you do some done some film work, or I'm sorry, done some photographs with my friend Dean. Man, he really get around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the best. So shout out to my brother Dean. You know what I'm saying? Actually, this is a picture of you and him.
Yeah, Dan is dope. Great, great photographer. I've worked with him plenty of times, plenty of times. So yeah, shout out to Dean, man. Awesome individual, great spirit.
Yeah, you know I gotta shout out all my peoples that we didn't all
Yeah.
have. So shout out to my friend celebrity chef Tawana Divine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, Lisa Stewart. You know what I mean? Obviously Breezy back
I
there.
know Lisa. I love me some Lisa.
Yep. So I've interviewed now everyone except Breezy in this picture.
I know, and that should definitely come next because she's doing her thing. She is the writer director of the new movie that's coming out soon that I'm starring in, called Ignite Your Love. But she's done so much more. She's influenced so many people in the music industry. She's an author. She has her book Ignite Your Love, the Love Challenge for Couples. She's I mean, when I say there's a laundry list of things that she's done and so many people that she's influenced. So she's definitely one to look out for. Stacey Gill, aka Miss Breezy.
That's right. And let's talk a
Yeah.
little bit about Ignite Your Love, where you have a starring role.
Yeah.
Um, so congratulations to you. You know what I mean? Starring
Thank
role.
you.
This your first starring role?
Yes, it is. And film, absolutely. I mean, I've done television and film prior to this, but I've never been like the at the forefront of it. I'm always, in the supportive background. So to be given the opportunity to be a part of a major motion picture of my first full feature film where I am the leading lady of the movie, I I have no words for how grateful I am for the opportunity. So it's gonna be dope.
Okay. Go ahead and shout out some of the people that's part of the cast.
Yeah, absolutely. You have Messiah Equiano, you have Desan Sanford, you have Taylor Coleman,
Oh,
you have oh yeah, you have oh Lord, Ashley Donovan, you have my Lord, Demontez, um, Liberty Clay, John Blue, Vo Music. I mean, there's the list goes on. LaSharie Roberts, Slick J Adams. Like it's a dope cast full of very very talented people. If I missed anybody, please charge it to my head, not my heart. But I'm super excited for everybody to see it.
no, I put you on the spot. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? They can't hold that against you. I'm just,
Oh
just
yeah.
throwing stuff up. I'll be putting people on the spot. You know,
Oh, yeah. But the
now
movie
this,
is basically about a relationship expert who is able to help all of her friends and all of her friends through their relationship problems using the art of the five love languages, but for whatever reason she can't manage to get her own relationship situation in order. So it just sort of follows that journey basically.
and what is your character name?
My character name is Amor Rose, and that is the name of the relationship expert. So I'm telling everybody else how to solve their issues, and I'm burying my own.
Right.
That's real life though. Don't we do that all every day, all day?
Yeah, we really do. Put ourselves last. You try to put everybody else first, and then find out they put you last.
Mm-hmm. Oh
but
yeah.
but it's all love though. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So to be able to sing at the Chicago White Sox game, like man, like you did it, you made it. Like if everything stopped here, you should be very, very, and I don't mean that no type of way. I don't know how that sounds, but
No, no, no.
yeah, like I'm just saying, like you have done it, like you have really done it, like for real, like coming from here in Chicago, you know what I mean, to be able to sing at the White Sox game,
Yeah.
been on Broadway, starring in a movie, you know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ Superstar, Broadway play. I mean everything, like for real, for real. What was that experience like? And with just one of your sons.
It was amazing. They definitely treat you like royalty. I got the personalized White Sox jersey, so I was so thankful for that. Being able to feel the energy and the love from the crowd during that time, and having that exposure, it was dope. It was dope.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Okay, now what was
Come on,
this?
picture.
Breast
Hey.
cancer, was this like a breast cancer awareness?
Yeah, this was actually I'm trying to remember because this was a program that a bunch of young teenage girls had to go through in order to be able to travel down to, I believe it was Italy. They had a group of girls that were major influences in their community that applied to this program. It was basically females in leadership. And one of the sponsors for this was Miel Organics, that's owned by, it's a Black owned business owned by a woman. And so, they would put in the energy behind these great young female minds to be able to be exposed to more and want more for themselves. So, yeah, it was a great opportunity to be able to be a part of this event. It was dope.
Greatness, greatness. I always like to acknowledge our first comments of the day. So my first comments have come in by my friend in Toronto, Canada. I'm
Mhm.
Songwriter. Queen of the Six says, "Happy Sunday, King and Queen." Much
Hi,
respect. Peace to you,
happy
Queen.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you. Appreciate you tuning in like all the time and always sharing. And anybody else that's watching, please share this video. You know what I mean? She also says, congratulations to you. So that's
Thank you.
definitely, definitely. And Sapphire, she's the brand ambassador for Isaidit Management, always holding me down out there in Canada. So I'm much like I'm so humble. Like that's more than what I can ask for because I ain't got a passport. So
Yes.
yeah, but I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together though. Hear me, Sapphire. I'm getting it together.
That is awesome. We build together, so it's great that you have that kind of support, especially from studs from all the way across the world. It's so important. So shout out Sapphire. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah. So this was a couple of pictures from The Voice right here.
Yeah.
You know, this was the final 13 right here.
I'm trying to see. No, this was actually top 24, I believe.
Oh, it's 13 people.
This was this might have been top. No, I'm sorry. Is it top 13? Yeah, this is top 13. I'm looking at the people. Yep.
Yeah, I just cheated
Hmm.
though. I counted just now.
That's
I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people. But no, that's super dope. Talk a little bit about that experience and receiving the first two shoes thrown at you by
ah,
the living legend, Jennifer Hudson.
man, look. When I was performing, I was literally zoned out because I was so tapped into what it was that I was doing. And when I finally like broke out of that mode and I was done performing, to see Jennifer throwing the shoes and then, everybody else throwing cups and coats and gym shoes and all, like it was man, it was amazing. It was validation of everything that I worked so hard for in my career. So to be able to, you know, put some excitement under the butts of some very respected, well-known stars in their own right already. Like that was just like, okay, so if I can impress them, let's see what else I can do.
You know what
So
I'm
yeah,
saying?
it was a dope feeling.
Greatness, greatness.
Yeah.
So this is where well, first, it's so much greatness in this picture right here. You know what I mean? These are two women right here. Obviously, it's including yourself, but these are two women right here that you know what I mean. It's just like I will forever just have a lot of love for. You know what I'm talking about? You know,
My
you
Shauna.
and the legendary Shauna. You know what I mean? Shauna, she don't even know how much I love her. You know what I mean? That's just based off the strength that you know what I mean. What y'all have done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Collectively, individually. You know what I'm saying? For the city. You know what I'm talking about?
absolutely.
And for the community. So, you know what I mean? Y'all been a big influence. So shout out to Shauna.
Yeah, I mean, just aside from the work that she's put in and, the stamp that she has made on Chicago, she just has an amazing spirit. She has an amazing spirit. So, it is definitely a pleasure and an honor to know her.
For sure, for sure. I'm actually celebrating 20 years now in poetry, the poetry community. You know what I mean? I started doing poetry in 2001.
Yeah.
You know, when I stepped on stage, this brother was already tearing up the stage. You know what I'm saying? He was right
Red
there. So
twin.
I
That's my
performed
red twin.
your red twin.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out, salute to Red Storm. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's the greats. You know what I'm
So
saying?
dope. So dope. And such a
Definitely.
support. Even before he went down to Atlanta, we've hit so many of the same stages out here in Chicago. We always hitting each other up whenever I come to Atlanta or he comes back home. Like that's my boy for real. I will always and forever have love for him.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's brilliant with the pen. Really brilliant.
Man, like the stuff he says just be like, oh my God, you touching something right here. Come on now. Like he's amazing. For
Yeah,
those who don't know, he is amazing.
really dope. So
Hmm.
you even been featured on the front cover of this magazine
Yeah.
in to the look. So can you talk about that experience and when was this?
This was a little bit after The Voice. I want to say either towards the end of 2018 or somewhere in 2019. Oh, please don't quote me, but it was it. I mean, just the love and recognition that I was getting all over, including with this opportunity, was just unmatched, and it made it even that much more sweeter because the woman who runs that platform is actually a high school friend of mine, Nelisa. So to be able to share in my success on a platform of somebody who's also doing it in their own right, who's also coming up and doing big things, it just makes it that much sweeter. So definitely shout out to Nelisa for the opportunity.
Yeah. Shout out to her too. You can find that interview on my YouTube as well.
Yeah.
She's really dope, you know what I'm saying? She's
Oh
coming
yeah.
up with the jam and everything.
She's dope.
Yeah, so right here we see you on the jam, you know what I'm saying? That was awesome, and I really loved your performance on there. I remember I was watching early in the morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Yeah, the
dope.
Jam TV has been good to me. I appreciate them for always, welcoming me with open arms. So definitely.
For sure, for sure. So, it was a long time coming. You know what I mean? I tried for years and years and years trying to get an interview with you. You know what I'm saying? And then it just so happened that because I was representing the famous Chicago Bridge magazine, and we were asked to cover the red carpet, the year where you were the host of.
Yeah.
Can you speak about it? I don't want to get it messed up because I know what you was the host of, but it's kind of a long name with the 30th year AIDS commemoration. What
It was
was
the World AIDS Day.
right? World AIDS Day.
Um, yeah, and there's an organization that, works to, just bring awareness to the AIDS pandemic and how it spreads and how we can be a part of helping to protect ourselves and others and things like that. And them actually hosting different facilities all over the world that are active in the fight against AIDS. So this platform was just our, all of us pitching in to basically be a part of spreading that word. And so I was grateful to even be called for it.
Yeah, I was grateful to be able to run into you and conduct a little bit of interview, and you already know I
Yeah.
a short snippet. So if you don't mind, this
No,
is
go right ahead.
we're gonna flash back to years ago, and it's been edited a little bit.
Nice.
And the lady at the end, that was actually my friend, good friend, Miss Sharon, better known as
Uh-huh.
Euclid's Eve Sharon. She's a prophetic teacher.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah,
Nice.
it was
Yeah,
just
that
real
was a
great.
dope event.
Yeah, and I was alongside my friend who makes tries her best to make a difference here in the community as well in Inglewood. Shy Love.
Mhm.
So, shout out to Shy Love.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
And
another
shouts out to you, man. Like over the years, I see you everywhere at every major event, covering every major thing, always supporting every artist that you encounter. So, definitely don't want this time to pass without saying thank you for always, always being a support to any and everybody that's coming in and out of Chicago. We definitely appreciate you.
yeah, much respect. I really appreciate that. I'm humbled by your words, straight like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Cause
let
you
you
be
speak
everywhere,
personally.
man. Look, you be everywhere. And it just it's a testament to how hard you work, you know, and how much you pour into what it is that you do. So please know that it does not go unnoticed.
Absolutely. I really appreciate that. Much love. And so, real quick, flashback to when I had my first picture with you.
Huh?
Thanks to my friend Latonya Lane.
The
Um,
first one? Oh God.
yeah, not the first time I met you, but the
Right.
first time. And let me go ahead and just tell the story real quick. Um, so the first time I met you, I was with Bridget Wiley, and we was at a Chicago Music Festival.
Uh-huh.
This was going back, I think, like 2013. Like it was like 2013, 2014, something like that. Maybe 2000.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so you were performing, and we had left. You know what I'm saying? We were walking down the street to our cars because you know it'd be crowded. And so what happened was we made it almost to the car, and then you had got on stage and you started singing, and then you hit that pitch that aligned with your spirit, and you did something, and it made me physically like, hey, Bridget, we got to turn around, we got to go meet who this, we got to see who this is. So we beelined it back,
Wow.
you know what I mean? And then I talked to some people, you know, saying to Star Bridge, and they let me back to the tent area. And you was just sitting down. I just basically, you know, just real quick told you, you know, use the SHIT, you know what I mean? Use this stuff. Like you the real deal. You know what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
And so, and then I left, and that was that. You know, and then many years passed.
Yeah.
Now we here. So, you know what I mean? It's just awesome. But just I say that just to say that I've appreciated your voice, your spirit, your energy out here, you know what I mean, for a long time, despite I don't know you on a personal level, nothing like that. But you know, I look forward to, you know, one day, you know, being able to network, you know, because you know, I think we can have a successful network.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for, you know, just always being there, always being supportive. Definitely appreciate you.
Oh yeah, and likewise, I thank you back because at one of the events where it was like a going away party for you, to I came in and your bodyguard was on. It was, let me see, let me find the picture. Hold on, because your bodyguard was
My bodyguard ain't
extra.
that nice, man. Let me
Your
tell you.
bodyguard was on some, I'd have put him
Look,
on blue. Your bodyguard was on some extra that night. And like, I'm trying to put my arm around you, you know what I'm saying? You like, don't touch her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you mean?
no,
Like, I didn't, and
look,
then you put your arm around me, and then he tried to remove your arm or something like that. And you had to tell him, like, you know, like, pause, like, relax. You know what I'm saying?
no,
And
look.
I ain't trying to
I
hurt
gotta give
nobody. Like,
shots out. I gotta give shots out to my boy KC the bodyguard because I swear he be on it, he be on it, he be on it. He don't let nobody bother me. He be waiting on my okay. He really does his job well. So I
really,
can't throw him under the bus like that. He wasn't doing nothing but his job. But you know, at the end of the day, there are people out there that that are not so nice. You know what I'm saying? That I've encountered that, you know, be trying to get at me and be on some craziness. So, you know, he be there trying to, you know, put the stop block on it or whatever until I say, no, I know this like if I don't say I know this person, he be ready to put the
right.
fee on.
I was, man,
But man,
I wasn't
I
trying to go.
appreciate him and you. Yeah.
I really wasn't trying to go to jail that night. Like, I'm trying to just see red and eat cake. You know what I'm saying? Some sense. You know what I mean? But
You know, plus Casey is actually bodyguard to literally all of the stars. Anybody that comes in and out of Chicago, from Cardi B to Shauna to, you know, any of the major rappers to anybody that comes in Chicago. We just did a concert where Tank and Mario, you know, came and did a concert out here about a couple of weeks ago. He's the bodyguard for them. So he's used to seeing the craziness of fans on a whole other level. So he'd be on 1,000 all the time. When he's locked in, oh baby, it ain't nothing you can say. He's in protective mode. So yeah,
ain't matter. Well, what at the end of the day, as long as he's keeping you safe, then you know, I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
man.
So, before you know we get out of here, and I really do appreciate all your time today.
Thank
You
you.
know, and it's been really fun just celebrating, you know, your history and your legacy, and you know, just getting a little piece more of you know how you got started, and you know, influence that your great mom was in your life. So, with that being said, I have one more video that I actually wanted to play.
Yeah.
So we just gonna enjoy this real quick.
I'm just trying to see the real. Is you gon' slide for me? A couple niggas in my circle, I know it died for me. I've been heartbroken, but I never show that side of me. I love my brothers, you fuck with them, you gon' die, dummy. Riding on that E-way high, damn to crash the whip. Nah, baby, I don't bro relations, fucking like dip. Lately I've been feeling pain, think I need another sip. Fill my body with narcotics, I get higher than a blimp. I'm forever solid, nigga. I was taught to get them racks. Lately I've been out here dolo, I don't know who got my back. I was riding with that 9, I had to tell myself relax. They'll get under your skin just to get you to react. In the stew, I made another one. I buy a bag, she want another one. I roll a blunt, I need another one. Keep on grinding, then your day'll come. No, I ain't focused on no other one. I'm making hits, I made another one. I done seen niggas change, bitches lie up in my face. They backdooring in my city, gotta find another place. Got it on my own, so you can't throw shit up in my face.
Yeah, that was hot. That was hot, though. That was
That's
really hot.
my baby.
I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him.
That is my oldest son. Huh?
That's radio ready for real. That was
Yes.
that was on point. You know what I'm saying?
Very creative. And you know what's crazy is that my son has always been a dynamic basketball player all through high school, all through middle school, all through grade school. And so, you know, I fed that energy, put a lot of money into traveling basketball teams because we thought he was going to take it all the way through college and eventually try to get into the NBA, only for him to, you know, switch off and say, "No, Mom, I really want to pursue music." And I'm like, hold on, where did that come from? Not even realizing that while I'm running my performing arts program for the last 10 years, not thinking that, okay, well, my son is exposed to music on a daily basis while all the other kids are writing and recording songs, so is he. And I'm thinking I'm just giving him something to do, but it really sort of put that love for music inside of him as well. So I'm just so proud that he's taken it to another level for himself too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. It's great.
Yeah.
I know it won't be long till we see a song or a single, an album, something coming from both collaboration of you both.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. That's gonna be really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So basically, Sandy, how what I do is how I end on my show. I've been very privileged and grateful to people. They send me, you know what I mean, they shout outs and drop. So what I do is, you know, because they took the time to drop me, you know, like who am I? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? It's only right that I try to share they drops, you know what I mean? Like every show, you know what I mean? Sometimes we run out of time and I try to share them with the next person so people know who they are because these are also very important people. And Sapphire says, "Wow, that's yeah, I can't believe that's straight up." All right, so the first drop that I ever received, and I'm more than grateful, was right here.
I support it. I said it. Support. I support. I said it. Support. I said. I support it. I said support. I support it all day long. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was like one of the greatest moments, like ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I can't find no one that has a shout out personally, royal, connected, icon. More than humble, I'm more than grateful. If it wasn't for her, none of that would have happened because she there, you know what I mean? I was taught that good fortune favors the bold. So I was like, hey, can I get that on that shot? Can I get that, you know, shout out? And he gave me like the best shot ever.
That's so dope, and you deserve it. So
yeah,
definitely.
So I'm about to just run through it right now, real quick.
Right, bro. Yeah.
Yo, it's the originator Jazzo. Y'all make this real quick, man. Shout out to Isaidit Management, doing it big.
Appreciate you. Sapphire Steamy, the sixth queen from Toronto, and I'm representing for King Leo and I Said It Management. You heard me. I said it. King Leo. Big up your blood-clad self. Sixth queen from Toronto. Mwah.
Peace.
Hey man, what's happening? It's your boy Skrilla, man. Shout out to I Said It, the celebrity interviewer. You dig what I'm talking about, man. Sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge magazine. Get in tune with it. You dig?
Yo, what's good? This your boy Who Knows. Letting you know this Wednesday, December 16th, tune in. I'll be with the celebrity interviewer I Said It, the poet, for the I Said It show, sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge magazine. Yo, 2020 been a hectic year for everybody. I've been blessed to still reach a few accomplishments, get a little bit of acknowledgement, and we're going into 2021 hungry and heavy. And we're going to discuss all that Wednesday, December 16th on the I Said It show. HFE, baby, who working like us.
Hey, yo, what up? This Dead Wilder, music exec, music manager, entrepreneur. Shout out to the celebrity interviewer. I Said It, the show, sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge magazine. All right, prosper.
What's happening? This your boy Cam Jones, man. Shout out to the celebrity interviewer I Said It show, sponsored by the world famous Chicago Bridge magazine. Y'all tap in. Dope content, dope interviews, and you might even see me on that song.
Indeed, he was on the show.
Nice.
Cam Jones and Coach Jones.
What up, it's your boy Dave Tolliver from the legendary Minute Large, and right now you're checking out the celebrity interviewer I Said It, the show, baby. Yeah, it's all being brought to you by Chicago Bridge magazine. Yeah.
Hey love, it's Shy Love giving a Shy Love salute to the celebrity interviewer I Said It, the show, sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge magazine. Keep doing y'all thing. It's all love and Shy Love. Hugs.
Yep.
Tony, Joe Torre, Melissa Clark, and of course my friend T.L. Williams. That's a winning combination right there. So we're just here to enjoy some great music and hang out with my man I Said It, the poet.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And for those who like to listen to you on the radio and continue to support you, what are the times that you're on the radio?
Well, we do the afternoon show from 2 to 7, and of course we do the Back in the Day show Saturday nights, which all the music of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And the main thing is we have great listeners that listen, call us, and we have a lot of fun on the air. I mean, it's not anything hard. It's just it's very easy. Just show up and be able to do this in my hometown. So thank you all for listening. And thanks for listening to this guy. I Said It, the poet.
Definitely. I really want to appreciate you so much. You know what I mean? I just want to say thank you for taking the time to do this interview with me today. You know what I mean? I'm more than grateful, Sandy. You know what I mean? You didn't have to do the interview, you know what I'm saying? But I'm very grateful that you did this, you know what I'm saying? I'm more than humble. And just to continue to just acknowledge some of your accomplishments real quick before you get out of here. Again, SandyRedd is the founder of Mama's Birds, former contestant on NBC The Voice. She made it to the top 13, you know what I mean? And the video of Crimea River went viral, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? She's also Chicago Music Award nominated R&B Entertainer of the Year. She actually received Chicago Music Award Best Female Vocalist just a couple of years ago. I was there in the building. She's graced the Broadway stage with Jesus Christ Superstar. She has a new song out, Live and Breathe Again, which we just heard. And she's starring in a movie called Ignite Your Love, produced and directed by, what was that, Breezy?
Miss Breezy.
Miss Breezy. Okay, absolutely. It's been such a pleasure, Sandy, to have you here I just want to wish you the best, toward all your future endeavors and everything you're doing. I just want you to know you definitely have my support all day. And I say the management, and just continue to just be great. And just I love your transparency and how you just always naturally just be yourself. And like I said on the red carpet, you're very classy. You know what I mean? I appreciate
Thank
that about
you.
you. Much love. Salute.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Steamy says I love the colors in her video.
Thank you.
So again, actually, the next time you all can catch me is the next interview I'm gonna be with a TV host who goes by the name of Stephanie Batiste out of Atlanta on Blues Live and Blues TV. I'm trying to find the picture right now. It's coming up. There's a lot of pictures. I upload a lot of your pictures. It's going up and down. I didn't load it. Okay, it's cool. But yeah, you all can catch me here March 2nd with Stephanie Batiste. You can find information on my page, on my Facebook page, and it'll be scheduled, on my YouTube. So please come and support me that interview as well. And just thank you everyone who tuned in today. Thank you everyone that shared this video, everyone that commented. Thank you, Sapphire. And thank you again, last but not least, to Miss SandyRedd. Peace to you, Queen, and just keep being great, like I say, and you something different.
Thank you. Appreciate it. See you guys.
Yes. Peace, and blessings to you.
All right.
Thank you again, everyone that stayed around and tuned in. Hold on, I'm gonna have to bring Sandy back because I forgot to do something. We have to bring Sandy back. Hold on, we're not going nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I'm about to bring Sandy back. I'm gonna play a video. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for that. And I'm sorry. The reason why I wanted to bring you back is because I forgot to share one very, very important picture of someone that's very dear to both of us. And this is, this woman, used to speak so highly of you every time, she saw that we had connected. You know what I'm saying? So, it's one person we definitely have to celebrate the life of, and that's my friend.
Oh,
my friend,
my Valerie.
Yeah, we unfortunately we Valerie passed from sickle cell, just last year.
Yes. I sang for her funeral.
Did you?
And let me tell you how close I was with Valerie. I was 4 when I met her. We grew up across the street from each other. That's how way back we go. you know, and ever since, I mean, of course, we both got grown, led our own lives. Even her husband, you know, we all met together, you know, because he was one of her brothers, one of her cousin's friends that used to come over all the time. So we all literally grew up together, and she was just such an amazing person, an amazing spirit, an amazing support. You would have never known that she was sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
So, oh,
yeah, I'm sorry. I had to celebrate Valerie because I knew that she was dear to you, and obviously I didn't know how long you had known each other, but
yeah. Oh God.
I went to school with Valerie starting in like fifth grade. I think that's when
Hmm.
she was in school in fifth grade. So I've known her since fifth grade. She was actually the first girl to give me her number. You know, what I'm saying the yearbook. So ever since then, I've always had a special fond and likeness for Valerie.
Yeah.
Who she was, and I always knew that she had sickle cell, and and she always was so strong. And like you said, acknowledged she never showed it. Like she didn't complain. You know what I mean? She just always battled through it, and you
Yeah.
know, perseverance. You know what I mean? So
Because she went through it through her childhood, but we didn't even find out that she had it until we all were grown. So that just goes to show how strong she was, even as a child, to be able to mask the pain that she had been through her entire life. She was such an amazing person. I'm just thankful that I got a chance to know her for the time that she was here. Ah,
absolutely, and it's definitely my pleasure as well. Much love and my condolences still to the family of Valerie the Pillars, and her sons, man,
yeah,
everything. She was just a great person.
yeah,
We
she
had
was.
a lot of great conversations. I was supposed to. I was looking forward to my interview on her radio station when she had got into radio.
Yeah,
And she was gonna be interviewed on. I was gonna be doing an interview with her myself. So just never
yeah.
happened. Um,
Oh,
but if it's one thing that Valerie definitely want us to share when it comes to a message is to keep donating blood. You know what I
yep,
mean? Because people who suffer like her from sickle cell anemia who need blood transfusions, and so that's what helped keep her alive as long as she was here on this earth was
yeah,
the to be able to receive blood transfusions. So make sure that if that's something that you do, yeah, you know, we need more of that.
absolutely, absolutely. Thank you
So
for that.
absolutely, for sure, for sure. So much love to you again, and that was necessary. I wanted to say it earlier in the interview. It's just I kept somehow, and so many pictures. I have so
Yeah,
many pictures of you that I uploaded, but I kind of accidentally overlooked that, and
that was definitely worth coming back on for. Thank you.
I'm glad you had the time because usually when the interview over, it's over. You know what I'm saying? You can't get back in touch with that person sometimes. So
Yeah, because I'm headed out the door to go do some video admin. Look, back to work I go.
right, absolutely. But yeah,
Yeah,
much love to you, and peace, and like I say, keep in touch, whatever like that.
absolutely. Thank you again.
Thank you. Peace. Blessings. I said it. Okay, again, you all can catch me again live um this Tuesday with Stephanie Batiste. You know what I mean? She has she's a TV co-host, and she does a lot of big things herself. So, tune in. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. Blessings. Thank you again for everybody that tuned in. Please share this video, and this is actually the flyer to represent my next interview. That's March 2nd, 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern, with the beautiful Stephanie Batiste. She's actually a model, actress, travel agent, and like I say, TV co-host at Love and Blues Live TV, and has a really big event when it comes to charitable basketball event coming up. So, keep on the lookout. Stay tuned. Remember, if anybody asks, I said it.